Welcome back everybody to the Zeusdaz Unemulated Retro Game Channel. I go by the name of Zeus and it is shit game time once again, and this time it's a paid request. Well, it's a lot of paid requests actually, but this is another one by Steffabno Peracchi, YouTuber Steffabno Peracchi, but in this case he's paid me to pick a game of my choosing on the ZX Spectrum. Now this game covers every format, but this particular game, Chucky Egg 2, also known as Chuckie Egg. Now I've got a personal gripe with this game and I'll get on with that in a moment, but the idea of this game, if you can't read that, I'll quickly read it out to you. Harry is to make a gigantic egg, or a giant whatever. To do this he must collect from around the fun factory cocoa, milk, sugar, and cocoa, milk and sugar. Should have got a bloody comma there. 8 of each of these must be collected and dropped into the correct vat. To add to confusion, each egg must contain a toy. That's right, there's 4 toys altogether. The 8 parts of this can also be found in the factory. These are cyan and must be dropped into the toy maker. Once you have completed an egg, you must take it to dispatch. You will then be able to start on the next egg. Now, this, I'm just going to avoid all that now. This game takes approximately 1.5 hours to complete. Now if you want to collect all 4 toys, which is basically the same game, it's just a different toy, that means it's 6 hours, then it just loops over. Now this came out in 1985 by NF Software, and it is the sequel to the phenomenal Chucky Egg 1, which I've still got a huge amount of love for to this day. It's one of the most playable platform games you'll ever play on an 8-bit, and it was designed by Nigel Alderton. Now when this came in the shop, I didn't have any magazines back in the day. I didn't realise it was a sequel, but I popped by my shop on the way in from school and I saw Chucky Egg 2. Oh my god, fantastic, another load of new levels to play. So of course I bought the game. It was around about $5.95 or $6.95 possibly. Got it home and my heart broke. It just was a completely different take on the game, different direction altogether. Now Nigel Alderton moved to Ocean, so he had nothing to do with this sequel. Instead it was programmed by Pete Waterfield and Sean Townsend, and yeah, very, very, very disappointed with it. That's all I say. This is mostly my gripe. Now this game could, if it was a game of its own, of its own destiny, then yeah, it might have been a good game and others might have enjoyed it. Even, you know, there might be players out there that enjoyed it anyway, even if it is a sour sequel to Chucky Egg 2. But my personal gripe is I wanted another 8 levels, a set of 8 different levels for Chucky Egg 2, which was the same design as Chucky Egg 1. Now, why hasn't anybody done a mod for that yet? Please get the news out there somewhere. We want a new set of 8 levels of Chucky Egg 1 on the ZX Spectrum. We've had endless mods and new levels of Manic Miner, Jet Set Willy. My god, we've had 2 fantastic new mod versions of Renegade and Target Renegade on the ZX Spectrum. Jetpack Plus, which is basically Jetpack 1 with new levels. That's what we want with Chucky Egg 1. So for Chucky Egg 3 or the real Chucky Egg 2, will somebody out there please create 8 new levels? There must be someone out there that could easily do it. That's what I want. This was so disappointing for me. Anyway, let's redefine the keys. We're going to play on the Toast Rack keyboard. So we want up, down, left, right, jump, take. Yeah, you got a 6-button abort key, and you can save a position as well, which ain't going to bother. Play the game, right? Here we go. P. Beware of the dog. Now, another thing I don't like about this, it's just not the same, is you don't know. Oh, didn't even move. Why didn't it let me jump? Let me just check my controls there. Jump. Yes, it did. Okay. Another thing about this game, until you've played it a lot of times, you don't know what can kill you and what can't. Half the enemies kill you, and half the enemies that you connect with, you just jump off of them. So until you've played it quite... why is it doing that? It's not letting me jump properly. I might... let's start this game and do a different key. In fact, let's get to the dog and let him kill me. Come on, Poochie. That's basically the Chucky Egg 1 theme, but not the original Chucky Egg 1 theme when you die. That was on the ZX Spectrum. Right, okay. Let's start again. I'm going to change my keys. Redefine keys. I'm not happy with that. Press up, down, left, right. We're going to go for B this time. Right, let's try that again. Let's see if it lets me jump properly this time. It wasn't letting me jump properly. Yeah, I was heartbroken when I got this game home and loaded it. Heartbroken, because I was just expecting 8 new fresh levels of Chucky Egg 1. Now, I know most sequels, they'd like to take it in a different direction and try new things. I get that. But for me, it was a personal heartache as a kid. Because I can't explain how much I loved Chucky Egg 1. Loved it. Got a bit of gold colour clash there. So I've got to jump, press the X, and that's it. Get the bone so we can stop the dog. So yeah, you got to basically make an Easter egg. Now this game, it might have been better if there's 120 screens roughly altogether. It's a huge game, and for me it can get rather boring because by 1985 we had things like Jet Set Willy. I think Jet Set Willy 2 had come out by then as well, didn't it? So we had one of these huge layout, mazy collect games. So Chucky Egg 2 was a bit like that. It was just another Jet Set Willy kind of clone to me. It's like going from Manic Miner to Jet Set Willy. If you wanted another 20 levels of Jet Set of Manic Miner, you might have been disappointed with Jet Set Willy. So now we've got to go into the factory. So this is more of an action adventure, really. And we've got to collect. I mean, you don't have to collect these things. These are. You can bounce off the walls as well. How does that work? Ooh. No, jump! That's another thing about these controls. Sometimes you jump the direction you want. Other times they just jump straight up. And that's really frustrating. Oh, I tried to do a double jump there. No, I just don't like it. If anyone knows anyone that can do a bit of coding, come on, lads or lass, get us another 8 levels of no. See, that's what I mean. Half the time it doesn't want to jump to the left, it doesn't want to jump to the right. I remember this coming back to my memory now. I got used to get so frustrated where it wouldn't jump the direction I wanted it to. Now remember, I've got to jump above him. That's right. That's right. Now we've got it. Whoop. Down we go. God, this screen reminds me of Load Runner. I just found it so boring. It just wasn't. Chucky Egg was phenomenally exciting. It was action. It was fast paced. It was just great. But this is just, it's boring. I know some of you out there will like Chucky Egg too. And maybe I would have appreciated it if it had a different title. But the fact is, it had such a big pair of shoes to fill with Chucky Egg 1. I just knew that was going to be a challenge. But like I said, we've had so many mods of Manic Miner and Jet Set Willy and stuff like that. So why not? And now we've got a couple of ones of Jetpack. Why can't we just have 8 new levels of Chucky Egg? That's what I want. See, I don't know why I'm collecting that. I don't know if these mean anything to you, but those boots don't kill you. If I remember right, you just bounce off them. Yep, see? So you don't know what things can kill you and what don't until you've had a lot of games of it. Again, I don't know. I think that's when you can bounce off of. So yeah, I'm not impressed with the game taking so long to bloody complete. I certainly wouldn't want to play this for an hour and a half. 6 hours if you want all 4 toys. That's it. Yeah, it wasn't long before I realised I don't like this game. Because I liked the first game so much. See, I don't know if that rat kills you or you bounce off it. I can't remember. See, is that one of the bottles of milk? No, that's just a normal. You have to pick it up with the return key to pick up the item. Now I'm going to jump that high because I know. Oh no, I'll die. Come on. Oh, right. Yeah, to me it's just like an A&F version of bloody Jet Set Willy. I bet that tortoise will kill me. There we go. Oh no! No, I miss running around I love one screen platform games. I miss running around avoiding those chickens and then that duck that comes out later on. This is just it's more like a platform adventure game really to me, this thing. I don't like it. Oh, good go. Over there, let's go down. Oh, we're into the larder now. Not larder, what is it? The freezer or whatever you call it, the fridge. Over there. Whoa. I bet that ice skate can kill you. Maybe not. See, there's a bottle of milk up there. So you've got to collect that. Jump. Oh, I've got to go. Yeah, I've got to go right round to get that. Oh! Oh, is that it? P to play once more. I'm going to have one more game because it's boring. I don't like this game. I've got a personal grudge about it because I just don't like it. It should have been a different titled game altogether. I don't like the fact that this is an official sequel to a classic. And I remember when I got it home, as I said, I was so gutted. So yes, this is my choice of shit game time. Is the game shit? As I said, if it was titled differently, if it wasn't Holding the Shadow Chucky Egg 1, if it was called something completely different, then maybe not. Maybe you like this sort of game. But when you're a fan of Chucky Egg 1, this is not what I personally wanted to receive as a sequel. So yes. Oh. Where's the button? Ah, wrong button. Pressing the wrong button. There we go. Over there. We'll try some of these red levels next. So I think the milk's obviously in the freezer. The cocoa packets or bottles of cocoa are in the red levels, the red zones. I think that's what it is. And is it the butter? I can't remember. Right, let's give you that. Past you. Cocoa is actually might be in the purple zone. I don't know, there's different zones, whatever. Don't like the sound of him moving along either. Oh, not this bloody level again. Right, jump over there. I can't remember. There we go, that's better. Yep, there we go. That's it, and then jump down like that. Right, and then onto the load runner screen. I mean, it takes an hour and a half, 6 hours nearly, to complete all the levels. Right, that's just too much. Come on. Go. Down, yeah, this is too boring for me. It's nowhere near as fast paced as the other one. It's too empty. It feels too empty. Shouldn't have called it Chuckie Egg 2. Should have left that with the original programmer. The slides remind me of Bounty Box Strikes Back in mine 2049er, if you ever played that game. Right, let's go into the red zone. Now, what do we find in this red zone? Let's have a look. Milk is collected in the ice zone, yep. Cocoa in the purple zone. Sugar in the industrial blue zone. And the toy in a brick zone that bears resemblance to the original game. That's all I know. Here we go. It's just an endless maze. Endless maze, which can become just quite boring. Oh, I just clipped his tail. I thought I was going to time that right then. Where am I? Okay, let's try that again. Right, let's wait this time. There we go. And we go. Whoop. Can't go down there, that's too much of a height drop. So there, that. So all these are just little bonuses and points. They don't actually count for anything. Catch that, and up there like that, and round there. That looks like one of those big sort of fire poles, whatever you can jump over. So there's an egg, probably just extra points. Oh, it's just so, I don't know, I just find it so empty and boring. I don't like it. As I said, again, gutted back in the day as a kid when I was elated when I saw it on the shelf in the shop, but I wasn't so happy when... So how'd you do? Really? Unbelievable. I've got to go back round again. Oh, I just moved my foot. I'm getting pins and needles playing this bloody long game. Right. Bounce up. Maybe I've got to press up on the fire pole, or whatever you call it. Yeah, so I mean, if you stood back and looked at this as a different game, it didn't carry the Chucky Egg name, then maybe it isn't such a bad game. There we go. But because it is, and it is something that I wasn't expecting. I expected much better. That crazy Hoover. I expected a new fresh of 8 levels of the original game. I was heartbroken, gutted. So that's my personal gripe with this. And the worst thing is, yes, it found its way eventually years later on the 16 bits. Now, I have done a Chucky Egg review, Shit Game Time, on the 16-bit versions. And that was just dreadful. How'd you get up there? You must be able to get up there. Come on. Oh, there we go. Get that watch. Up we go. Lots of spiders. This is quite tricky. Oh, only just caught that. Oh no! Oh no, I'm dead. Oh no, not. Oh, oh wait, where am I going? Jesus. So you're safe if you land on a slide. But you're not safe if you land on a platform. So now I've got to bloody do all that again. Yeah, it's a lot of toing and throwing as well, if I remember right. As I'm also finding out. A lot of toing and throwing. Right. Okay. Jump. Now, let's jump over there. Let's collect that just for a couple more points. Jump down, and then on the ladder. Where are we now? Ooh, this is a horrible level. Bloody hell, that's a lot of ropes. Yeah, it wasn't long after I played this. I must have had one evening with it, I don't remember. Going home. Going to bed, and I was gutted. That's all there is to it. I was gutted. Felt very disappointed. Shouldn't have called it Chucky Egg 2, boys. Should have been a completely different name. Ooh. Can that kill you? Probably. So I jump over it. Down there. Where are we now? There's a watch. So these are just points. They don't mean nothing. That'll probably kill you. So I'm not going to try and jump on it. Over there. Now this would be interesting. Where do I go from here? Do I just drop down? Yes, I do. Over there. And I'm going to switch off very shortly because this is becoming extremely boring for me. I don't like it. Down we go. And that looks like one of those fireman poles again, so we jump on that and see what happens. Yep. Down we go. Oh! So we've got one of the vat things. Is that a vat thing? Is that one? Oh no! I think it's a vat thing. So then where do we go after this? Just drop down and then oh blimey, I have no idea where I am now. So we've got the brick zone now. All the way down, big slide, go along, and I think I'm going to die here shortly because this game's been going on long enough. You've got my thoughts on it. I don't like it, and I'm probably going to sugar. You drop down there, yeah. You got some sugar. Jump. Let's just see how far down we can go. What's in the next room? Another big hoover, more sugar. Yeah, okay. Oh, this is boring. I don't like it. I'm not happy with it. I said I've got a personal grudge because it's not the Chucky Egg. Oh, there's the boiler, and apparently you got to. Oh, and you can die because I've just jumped into the fire. Apparently you've got to keep the boiler running as well. It's a massive game, it really is. Now, if you like this sort of game, fine. But it's not for me. There's a bit of colour clashing in there. You know what, I think we're going to end it here. You get the idea. As I said, you've got to create chocolate eggs, get the toys in the chocolate eggs, collect all the ingredients, put them in the right vats, and oh blimey, oh dear, suicide. What's the next screen? Jump over that. What's in here? Not a lot. One life left. Let's hurry up and die now. Oh, and the sugar. So I guess you put the sugar. I'm not carrying anything anyway. So what you do, you get on the edge and you drop the sugar. But I just kill myself here. So there we go. I'm gonna do boring, and that's what I think it is. It's boring. Now, this is my own personal gripe. It's not anyone else's. As I said, there's probably quite a few of you that do like this game, but I'm sorry, it's not the Chucky Egg 2 that I was expecting back in the day, and I hate it. And why again, please, why isn't anyone out there in ZX coding land right now cough up 8 more brand new levels of the original game, please? And if you're listening to this and you know somebody who can do it, then get it to them, because we're sick of all these endless Manic Miner homebrews and Jet Set Willy homebrews. There's billions of the bloody things. We've now got an excellent official Jetpack 2 as far as I'm concerned. It's Jetpack 2. Just that's on my channel. It's called Jetpack Plus or Jetpack Advanced. That's taking the first game and giving a fresh load of new levels, unlike the official Jetpack 2, which was oh Christ, what was it now? Lunar Jetman. Hated that. So yeah, we've had a couple of also Bruce Lee sequels as well, homebrew wise on the C64. It's time, guys. Come on, someone out there, create 8 new levels of Chucky Egg 2. And before you start flooding my comments about, oh, there's a Chucky Egg, what's it called, program where you can design your levels. Tried it. It's frustrating. It's too hard. It's crap. I can't do it. I'm no good at it. So please don't recommend me that. I've got it in one of my files somewhere, and it's just a nightmare to use. It's not friendly, user friendly. I've lost my temper with it. So I would like someone else to go out there and create. We want a Chucky Egg homebrew, official Chucky Egg 2, or call it Chucky Egg 3 or Chucky Egg Plus, whatever. But we want 8 brand new levels of Chucky Egg 1, please, on the ZX Spectrum. Let's get on with it. No more Manic Miner or Jet Set Willy bloody clones, please. But anyway, Chucky Egg 2, what am I going to give it? This could be a little bit dodgy for me, because it's not a shit game. It probably is quite a good game if it carried its own name, but it's in the shadow of Chucky Egg 1. It's the official Chucky Egg 1 sequel. So because of that, I was heartbroken as a kid when I got home, spent my money, wasted time, took it back, swapped it for another game. Disappointed whatsoever. So out of those thoughts, I'm going to give this 74 shits. That's just my opinion though. Please let me know what you think about this video, and especially about this game. If you agree or disagree, whatever, that's what we're all here for. That's fine, I'm open to it. Please leave your comments below. But for me, I was just disappointed that this game took a drastic turn, and I'm not surprised, because Nigel, who originally did the Chucky Egg 1, moved to Ocean, so he had nothing to do with this sequel. So again, it was programmed by Pete Waterfield and Sean Townsend of A&F. Right, thank you very much for this edition, for coming across, as I say, this channel and checking out this particular episode of Shit Game Time. I do appreciate that. And as usual, if you'd like to request a game to be flushed into the vault shitness, then please do so. That video will pop up in the top left in a moment, along with 3 other random Shit Game Times for you to enjoy, including the Amiga version of Chucky Egg 1. And you'll love to hear my thoughts about that. That in closing, thanks very much again, everyone, for joining me on this edition of Shit Game Time. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Zeus, out of Plopsville.